He wants to get a divorce.
What?
I'm no longer going to compromise myself. He didn't like my painting very much.
After that little incident, though, Mahmoud, I'm putting your ass back on a plane. You go back to Egypt, I don't care.
Excuse me.
Little hateful little.
Wow.
Awesome! I think that this show needs a new name. Happily Ever After is not accurate. I'm glad that there is at least a question mark at the end of this title, because this spin-off has the most miserable couples ever. Especially Nicole and Mahmoud, who we need to talk about. I am still feeling that secondhand embarrassment and cringe from their fight in front of her friends at her apartment. Her calling him a hateful oof. And I just can't wrap my head around why she brought this guy here. Nicole just expects him to change as soon as he arrives in the US? That makes zero sense, right? This has to be some sort of revenge thing going on for Nicole. I can't think of any other reason why she's acting like he will instantly change. We watched Nicole and Mahmoud on the Other Way spinoff in 2023. Nicole had moved to Egypt to be with her husband, and she had also converted to Islam when she married him. But we saw her struggle to conform to how Islamic women are expected to dress. And overall, her lack of understanding of the religion she converted to made her miserable. Her and Mahmoud's segments were also very hard to watch. Mahmoud was controlling, constantly threatened divorce. Their fights were unnerving, like to the level that you are wondering how the people behind the camera are not intervening.
Go find some other.
They seemed to hate each other. So why were they even trying to make this work if they were so unhappy together? Well, these two did have a story that initially started off as a whirlwind romance.
4 years ago, I went on a spiritual retreat in Egypt. And on the last day of the trip, I met Mahmoud in a fabric store where he was working.
They spent one day together, and a week after Nicole returned to the US, Mahmoud proposed. And then just a couple weeks after that, they were married.
Of course, we had only known each other a month, but we were crazy in love.
Nicole had even made a very impulsive decision to convert to Islam when she married Mahmoud. But that whirlwind romance quickly turned into the nightmare we witnessed on the Other Way spinoff. Nicole tried and failed to move to Egypt twice. And the battle of Nicole wanting to dress and do what she wanted while married to a conservative husband that wanted her to respect their religion just wasn't working. But they still must be trying to hold on to that idea of each other, those first romantic days. I mean, that has to be why they're still trying to stay together, because now they have decided to bring Mahmoud over to the US on a spousal visa for one last shot at making things work. And we all can see that Nicole is very comfortable being herself in the US, and Mahmoud is going to have a lot to get used to living in LA with her. So the question was, would this last shot work? Could they find a balance? Could they compromise? Because at least one of them was going to have to compromise. When we saw Nicole waiting for Mahmoud at the airport, I kept thinking, this guy is going to have a very tough adjustment, and Nicole is going to have to be very understanding. And she should be, because she knows how hard it is to try to adjust to a different culture. And of course, I expected pushback and frustration from Mahmoud. I mean, he's a dick. But I really had this idea that Nicole would ease him into things. Practice a lot of patience. She did not adapt to his culture right away, or really at all. You would think that she would be very understanding of this challenge ahead of him. But instead, her attitude, even right when Mahmoud lands in the US, is completely the opposite of what I expected.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
First, she picks him up from the airport in an outfit she knows he won't like. She even mentions that as she's leaving to go pick him up.
Probably not ideal for Mr. Mahmoud.
So they argue within the first 5 minutes of him landing about her outfit, when she knows he wouldn't like it.
Just don't even ruin a nice moment.
Don't start.
And then when they get to her apartment, she gets mad that he is tired, even though he had a very long trip. And she knows how tiring that is because she's made the same trip.
But I told you, it irritates me that you didn't sleep on the plane, actually. It really does.
And then she acts surprised that he doesn't like her bizarre art on the wall.
I don't know, but it looks weird.
Like, she really thought he would like that. Come on. I understand that you're introducing your husband to your home, how you live. In most cases, that'd probably be an exciting moment. But come on, even we all know that he wouldn't like that.
You didn't like my painting very much?
And that's when I realized what was really going on here. Nicole brought this guy over for some petty revenge. I mean, think about it. It makes sense. I mean, even her hair when she was in Egypt was her, I'm going to try to make this work hair. But now she has traded that hair for this red hair of anger. This is her revenge hair. Look at that smirk. And as expected, for the next 2 days, these two do nothing but fight. They fight the next day at the Santa Monica Pier because Mahmoud looks at a woman.
You like that?
Eh?
The girl in purple.
Why you talk about it?
And you know what I saw him?
I don't like Mahmoud, I really don't, but I think anyone could guess why he was looking at this woman. He's homesick. And he even later says that this was the first Muslim woman he had spotted out, and it reminded him of home. But Nicole, who was on some sort of a revenge rampage, takes this as him checking out another girl.
After that little incident, though, Mahmoud, I'm putting your ass back on a plane. You go back to Egypt, I don't care.
This guy hasn't even been in the US for 24 hours, and this is going so badly. So we have our first storm off, and the fight that caused it was over something really stupid.
And he was just like, and she was like staring at him too, and I was like, just go be with her.
It just shows how bad of a place their relationship is in, and their biggest problem with all of this is that neither of them are willing to compromise.
I still want, like, you cover your body. I still want that.
I'm no longer going to compromise myself.
So what are we even doing here? Why are they even doing this at all? I'm getting the vibe that Mahmoud is willing to actually slowly adapt to US culture. I don't think he would have moved to the US if he was not willing to. Nicole has also said that he would have married her even if she had not converted to Islam and stayed a Christian. So he has to be open to new things in some way. And again, I don't like the guy, but he says that he wants to meet in the middle, to compromise. And I believe that Nicole is done trying to meet in the middle. I think she's over that. And I think she thinks she tried enough in Egypt and now he needs to try. And I think their dress fight that happens right after this proves that.
Are you gonna go?
No.
Nicole and Mahmoud are supposed to be going out to meet her friends, but Mahmoud is refusing to go because he says Nicole's dress is not modest. I guess there is a cutout in the back that he doesn't like.
And now you don't want to go, all because a little piece of my back is showing?
Yes.
That's what the issue is?
Yes, this is.
So they were just talking about trying to both compromise, but that is not happening. Neither of them are budging one way or the other. So instead, they just fight again. And she keeps talking about how he's bringing up divorce when they fight.
Difficult thing comes up or any conflict, his way of handling it is to threaten me with divorce, saying he doesn't want to even be with me anymore.
Which, yes, is annoying. But the day before, Nicole, you were trying to put him back on a plane to Egypt for looking in a woman's general direction. So you are both acting insane. And I understand her wanting to dress how she wants. She has said multiple times that she's going to be true to herself. But really, in this case, why not just change? Like, why escalate it? Is that dress really worth the escalation? You just told the guy to get on a plane and fly back to Egypt like 12 hours ago. Just put on a different dress. She does end up going out without him to see her friends who were expecting to meet Mahmoud that night, and then she starts talking crap about him.
Well, Mahmoud's not coming because he wants to get a divorce.
What?
So now her revenge is moving to stage 2, where she tries to make her friends hate a guy that they haven't even met yet. I like how they even give her a simple solution to what could have made this whole night go differently, too.
Why didn't you just change your dress?
What a great question. Well, sir, you see, this woman has a plan to make Mahmoud as miserable as possible. Even her friends are like, it's been 2 days, ease him into the culture. But her revenge plot moves to stage 3 after dinner, because Nicole decides to bring her friends over to meet Mahmoud, whether he wants to meet them or not.
Hi. No. Come out of hiding. Come say hi. Come
Okay.
meet with us.
This is oh so uncomfortable to watch. And then Nicole goes into her final stage of her revenge plot by pouring alcohol for her friends in front of Mahmoud.
I think what she's doing right now is too much.
I have a very hard time believing that she just forgot she had alcohol in her freezer. Just like she forgot that Mahmoud doesn't like paintings with pubic hair coming out of them. Yike. Like, she knows the alcohol thing makes him uncomfortable. And then to top everything off, even though she knows he's already very uncomfortable, she calls him out for not going to dinner.
You're a liar. Yeah, tell the truth.
Awkward.
Just a little one where you said we were gonna, get a divorce. Just a little tiny fight.
I hate when couples are fighting like right in front of you. Like you can't really do anything but watch. And Nicole had to know that this was going to happen. She brought her friends over when she was still upset about this fight. She wasn't done fighting yet. So at peak level of being uncomfortable, Mahmoud, of course, walks off. And then she says this.
Little hateful little.
Hey, wait.
Holy crap.
Arzan and Nicole have a poem for you. Roses are red. Kimberly is crazy. Subscribe to the Kiblz channel.
Almost there, Lizzie. Oh my gosh, Lizzie.
That was it. That was the moment. She went in for the kill. This guy is going on a plane tonight. Well, you did it. You made this guy embarrassed and he was already miserable. So that means that the revenge goal has officially been achieved, right? These two hate each other. And the fact that she said that in front of her friends proves it. And on the next episode, it looks like Mahmoud tries to leave after that.
Hey,
Please, like,
just
I
take
just
a walk.
need to go.
Alright?
Mahmoud.
Can you blame him though? I mean, of course he's gonna try to leave after that. Let me know what you think about this. The real question is if he does leave. I mean, I think that he should pack his bags and fly home. They are horrible for each other, and there's no point to this. She can't come back from calling him that. Nicole reached the maximum revenge level, so they should just end this relationship and be done, please. Again, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!